Dear soul, close your eyes for a moment and take a deep breath. Can you feel that subtle energy surrounding you right now? It's not just your imagination. Something is shifting in the air. The angels are near, and they have brought a message that your heart has longed to hear. There is someone in your life who has reached their emotional limit. For days, weeks, perhaps even months, they've carried an invisible weight, a burning longing that refuses to fade. They have tried to suppress it, hide it, and push it down like we sometimes do with emotions that frighten us. But the truth? They can't take it anymore. What they'll do next might shake the very foundation of what you thought you knew about them, and about love itself. This person has tried to remain composed on the outside. They've smiled when expected, held polite conversations, and maintained their responsibilities. But beneath that mask, there's a storm, a deep yearning that only you can soothe. It's not about infatuation or fantasy. What they feel for you is raw, sacred, and transformative. It's the kind of love that rewrites someone's understanding of connection and destiny. They've thought of you at night when the world goes silent. They've replayed your conversations in their mind, wondering if you felt the same spark. They've remembered the way you looked at them, that one moment when your eyes held something more. And now, it's too much to contain. The angels reveal that this person is standing at a threshold. The longing they feel is so intense, so consuming, that silence is no longer an option. They are being pulled, spiritually, emotionally, almost magnetically, toward a decision. One that could change everything between the two of you. But here's where it gets even deeper. What's drawing them to you isn't just physical attraction or admiration. It's your energy. The calm confidence you exude, the light you radiate even on your toughest days. You represent something they've never encountered before, a safe space for their soul to rest. That kind of presence is rare. It's divine. And they know it. Now, let's be honest. They didn't always act in a way that reflected these feelings. Maybe they were distant, hot and cold. Maybe they even pushed you away. But that was fear talking, not a lack of love. Fear of vulnerability. Fear of being seen too clearly. Fear of what it would mean to love someone like you. Someone who truly sees them. But the longing is louder now. And soon, it will become action. They might reach out unexpectedly, through a message, a call, or a moment of raw confession that leaves you breathless. It will be unplanned, but deeply sincere. And when they do, you'll see a side of them they've hidden from the world. A softness. A depth. A truth. Dear soul, this is your moment to prepare. Not by changing who you are, but by grounding yourself in your own worth. Because when this person comes forward, and they will, you'll need to receive them not from a place of desperation, but from clarity, strength, inner peace. You'll need to remember that you are the gift. Your presence awakened something in them. Not because you chased, begged, or tried to prove yourself, but simply because you were real, authentic, awake. Now listen closely, because the angels are whispering something vital. This connection is no accident. Long before you met in this lifetime, your souls recognized each other. There's a reason you feel this intensity. There's a reason your thoughts drift toward them when you least expect it. The spiritual realm has been weaving your paths together in divine timing. And this timing is now. But there's more. You see, this moment isn't just about romance or reunion. It's about awakening. For both of you. This person's longing isn't just for you. It's for the part of themselves that only comes alive when you're around. You remind them of who they are beneath the layers of protection they've built. You bring them back to their truth. And that's terrifying. But it's also liberating. They're starting to realize that no other connection has felt like this. What you two share can't be explained away by logic or timing. It's soul recognition. Sacred. Irrevocable. And you, dear soul, are the mirror reflecting who they're becoming. Now, I need you to feel this in your heart, not just in your mind. Because when they finally surrender to what they feel, when they step forward with a vulnerability they've been avoiding, It might not look polished or perfect. It could be messy, emotional, confused, but it will be real. And your response in that moment will shape everything. Will you meet them with judgment or compassion? Will you let your past disappointment speak, or your wisdom? Because the angels are clear, this moment is not just about love, it's about healing. For them. For you. For the divine plan that brought you together. And speaking of divine timing, I need to ask you something important right now. Are you open to truly receiving this love? Are you willing to believe that something beautiful is already unfolding behind the scenes? If so, I invite you, deeply sincerely, to become part of something sacred. Type, "I'm ready" in the comments. Not just as a phrase, but as a declaration. Because when you do, you open a door. Energetically. Spiritually. You tell the universe, and this person's soul, that your heart is open and aligned. You're not chasing. You're attracting. And that changes everything. The angels are watching. They're guiding. And they're preparing this person, slowly surely, to take a step that will bring clarity and closure to all the unanswered questions between you. And when that happens, you'll be ready. Because you are love. You are light. You are the soul they've been longing for all along. And now, finally, they can't hold it in any longer. They're coming. And what they'll do next might just change both your lives forever. They're coming to you not as a perfect person, but as someone finally brave enough to admit the truth. They miss you. They long for you. And they can't take this emotional distance any longer. For so long, they've tried to analyze their feelings, trying to box them in, put labels on them, rationalize them away. But love doesn't follow rules. It doesn't wait until all the pieces are perfectly in place. It shows up in the middle of the chaos, in the middle of life's ordinary moments, and suddenly, nothing feels ordinary anymore. That's what you did. You transformed their normal. You brought a presence into their world that made everything else feel muted by comparison. And even if they tried to fill that void with distractions or other people, nothing has worked. Because the connection they feel with you is unlike anything they've ever known. And now, with every passing day, they feel it growing stronger. Your laughter echoes in their memory. Your voice, your eyes, the way you simply see them. It all replays in their heart like a song on repeat. But here's what's even more powerful. They are not just drawn to your light, they are being changed by it. This person is growing because of you. And you didn't have to lift a finger. You didn't have to chase or convince. Your energy alone, your integrity, your grace, that's what's been guiding them back to themselves. And as they come back to who they truly are, they're finding their way back to you. The angels want you to understand something sacred now. This love is not weak. It is not fantasy. It is evolution. And the reason this person has been so hesitant, so silent, is not because they don't care, but because they care so deeply, they're terrified of messing it up. This is the kind of love that makes someone question everything they thought they knew about life. They wonder, am I enough for them? Could I truly be seen and loved this deeply? Am I ready to let go of my fears and step into something this real? The answer, according to the angels, is yes. Yes, they're enough. Yes, you see them. Yes, love is possible, now. But there's one more thing you need to know, dear soul. Before this person moves toward you with all the vulnerability their heart has been protecting, they will first test the waters. It may come in the form of a subtle message, a comment on something you shared, a conversation that feels lighter than expected, yet carries so much underneath. This is not them being casual. This is them asking, without words, can I still come close? And when that happens, you'll know. You'll feel it deep within. You'll feel the shift in their energy. And you'll also feel your own heart racing, not with anxiety, but with recognition. Because your soul will know, this is the beginning of something new. So what do you do when they finally open that door? You breathe. You stay grounded. You remember who you are. You don't fall back into old patterns or try to fix anything. Instead, you allow. You allow the moment to unfold. You allow them to meet you where you are. Because you're not here to rescue. You're not here to prove. You're here to receive. And when you do, when you allow yourself to be loved without shrinking, without questioning your worth, the universe will conspire to bless you in ways you never imagined. Dear soul, the angels are wrapping you in a field of protection and light. They're guiding this person with every dream, every sign, every tug at their heart. They're orchestrating a moment of divine alignment where your two paths meet, not by accident, but by destiny. And it's closer than you think. Now, I want to ask you something bold. Are you willing to let go of the fear that you'll be disappointed again? Because the version of you that's ready for this love isn't the same version who once begged to be chosen. You've grown. You've expanded. And now, the love that's coming is a reflection of that. It's mature. It's awakened. It's real. So let this be your affirmation today. I no longer chase love. I align with it. I no longer doubt my worth. I anchor in it. I no longer fear what's next. I trust that it's already unfolding in my favor. Write that down somewhere sacred. Whisper it to yourself when fear creeps in. Because what's coming isn't just a message from the angels. It's a response to the prayers you've sent for months, even years. This is the moment. The energy is shifting. And that person, the one you thought might never be able to face what they feel for you, they're on their way. Not just physically, but emotionally, spiritually, entirely. And when they arrive, with trembling hands and an open heart, what you do next will define the love story your soul came here to live. Are you ready? Then type "I'm open to divine love" in the comments, and watch what begins to unfold in the days to come. Because longing has a limit. And your time has come. You see, when a soul can no longer carry the weight of hidden feelings, the universe steps in. It begins to rearrange circumstances, whisper truths in dreams, and place synchronicities right in front of our eyes. That's exactly what's happening now. The angels have been working behind the scenes, not only within this person's heart, but around both of your lives. You may have noticed it already. Unexpected signs, repeated numbers, songs that feel like messages, encounters that stir your spirit. These aren't coincidences. They're the soft nudges of divine timing pulling you closer. And now, everything is leading to this. This person, this soul who tried to keep their feelings hidden, is finally surrendering to a love that refuses to be suppressed. The weight of pretending and holding back has become too heavy. It's like trying to hold back the ocean with bare hands. They know they need to speak. And what they will say might shake you, not because it will hurt, but because it will be the kind of raw truth that cuts through every layer of doubt you've ever carried. I can't stop thinking about you. I tried to move on, but nothing compares to the connection we share. I was scared, but I'm not anymore. They won't have all the right words, but you'll feel the truth in every sentence, every pause, every tear. And when that moment comes, dear soul, the angels ask you to listen, not just with your ears, but with your spirit. Because this confession won't just be about love, it will be a soul asking to be recognized. And you've always had the gift of seeing what others overlook. That's why you were chosen for this moment. That's why this person couldn't let go. That's why the longing became unbearable. Because your presence carries something ancient, healing, transformational. You don't just inspire affection, you awaken remembrance. A feeling that says, I've known you before. I've loved you before. And I'm ready to love you again. This is not a coincidence. It's not just a phase. It's a sacred reunion. One that many people never experience in a single lifetime. But you are among the souls who came here to experience something extraordinary. Something that transcends time. Something that can heal lifetimes of silence with one honest conversation. So let the angels guide you in the coming days. Pay attention to the subtle whispers, the feelings in your gut, the words that resonate even after the conversation is over. These are breadcrumbs on the path toward your divine union. And if you've waited, patiently or painfully, know this: the waiting was never a punishment. It was preparation. Every tear, every prayer, every night you looked up at the stars wondering why, it all brought you to this threshold. Now, all you have to do is trust. Because what's unfolding isn't just about being loved. It's about being recognized. As a soul. As a light. As the miracle this person has always longed for, but never thought they'd find. So breathe, dear soul. The longing ends here. The answers are coming. And when they do, your life will never be the same again. Now, before you move on, I have one final invitation, because moments like this deserve something more than silence. If you felt this message stir something in your heart, if your soul whispered yes as you read these words, then don't let it end here. Make a sacred decision. Join this space of light, love, and guidance where the angels speak daily. Subscribe. Not for me. Not even for them. But for you. Because your journey deserves clarity. Your heart deserves reassurance. And your future? It's waiting for you to say yes. Let this be your moment. Let love find you, as you truly are. Seen. Ready. And no longer afraid to receive what your soul has always known it was worthy of. The angels are with you. Always. And the one who longs for you? They're almost here. And this time, they won't let go.